Sorry about that. My PC clock seems to be 7 minutes slow. Anyway, welcome to the final part 3 of my 2007 Caltrain southbound local railfan window trip. I guess this is going to be done in honor of the new electrified service that's been going on. We got some special stuff going on today as we approach the San Jose terminal. So there's a lot of complex trackage signals, and of course, in this time, all without the clutter of overhead wires in these 2007 photos. We just left Caltrain territory. We are now entering the Union Pacific Coast sub, kind of. It's complicated. At least it switches over from Caltrain signals to UP. And I don't know what interlocking these exit signals on. This is CP Coast, but CP Coast is looking behind me. There's these two exit signals here onto the Coast sub, and I don't know what interlocking they count as. They're not autos; they could be exits. I'm not sure. I don't really know how to phrase those, so we'll figure it out as we go. We're just going to pick up from where we were last time. This is February, I think, or February or March 2007. So it's that time of year where the bay gets a little gray, or at least, or so I've been told. Getting the. Oh boy! All right, what do I do here? Okay, here we go. I hate these combination signals. Good enough. Oh, I want that. I want that one popped out. There we go. Oops. Totally don't need the... might as well do that. Okay, anyway. Oh, I'll do the CP Coast one first, and then I'll put the other thing. Okay, that works. Here we have Clara Tower. This is in preservation. It does have the original GRS pistol grip, Model 2 pistol grip. Somewhere on YouTube you can find some videos. This Caltrain was operated before it became its own thing. It was operated by Amtrak. That was a popular option. MBTA was run by Amtrak. Metrolink was run by Amtrak. Caltrain was run by Amtrak. Amtrak sort of got out a lot of those. They didn't want to lose money. You know, it was one of those. They would bid on them, but they wanted to make sure they were actually being compensated for all their effort. Most times, other operators would come in and poach it, but Amtrak really didn't seem to mind when they were possibly, secretly losing money on the deal. A little interesting little CP Coast sign there. I've always wanted to get in. They have that. I've always wanted to, definitely get into Clara and see what's going on there. I don't know what their hours are. I've been around the thing, but it was. I should have been more aggressive at climbing the stairs, but I wasn't. So again, do I? Oh, all my stuff closed. Pull my old timetable here. See, Junction UP Coast. So I guess this isn't the Coast Sub, or maybe the Coast Sub is next to it. It's kind of it's unclear of what is Coast Sub and what is Caltrain. So I guess it's like a temporary suspension of the Coast Sub. Let me verify that's actually track 1 there. Uh, I'm never good about telling you what track is what. I think that's track 1. Yes. So CP Coast. So I guess this is still not. This is technically not UP Coast Sub, but the Coast Sub is sort of suspended around it. From my between now, so this is my second time down Caltrain. My first time, I actually saw the CP Coast before it was resignaled. It was sort of an odd Southern Pacific thing going on. I had one of the photos pulled up somewhere. I've like there it is. You see these weird like they had unilens searchlights and that guy. So this was the old CP Coast. Like they even sort of stenciled it on that, and then now it's been fully it's been made a lot nicer. In that 1 year between 2006 and 7. So this stuff can change pretty quick. I don't even know if they had the. Oh, we got an Ace commuter train coming in. We are currently stopped at the San Jose station. Let's see where this is. Yeah, it looks like I'm not getting a lot. I apologize for anyone who missed this because I did this over Labor Day. I really wanted to get this done and out because I'm not going to be back for about 3 weeks. So the Santa Clara is one of the more involved stations on the system, with both an island platform and a sidewall. The island can serve the Ace commuter train, so the Caltrain typically sticks to these 2 main tracks, and then we got Amtrak, UP, and other stuff coming over there. This is also where the old this factory site is, where our Newhall Yard. That was, again, an industrial yard when there was still heavy industry in the area. Like Food Machinery, Chemical Corp, FMC made tanks in the area. I think that used to be Cadillac, either Cadillac Gauge or one of the other ones. Now it's looks like it's some sort of something. But back then it wasn't. So what ace locomotive was that? Number 3106. Should probably be Jesus, these oh, I'm so the old 2007 labels are awful. 3106. There we go. And here we have a nice close up of it right here. Oops. Yeah, those F40s really looked spiffy with the bomber cars. They the lines match up really well. And a nice close-up of 3106. I'm pretty sure these I don't know if Amtrak Capital Corridor trains make Santa Clara stop. They might. But I don't know. And see, we got another one of those holdout platform here. What they ended up doing was building the giant island with a duck under, so they didn't have to do the holdout stuff anymore. It is kind of. I mean, it's a shame that you don't have that sort of classic railroady, stop, look, and listen kind of setups like you used to. Huh? I guess this one is somewhere else. Let me make this a little bit brighter. There we go. Yeah, I guess I'm glad I got to see all these holdout platforms before they all got transportation centered. Again, you can see where they would have put that new platform in that giant open area. I don't know what was there before, but I mean, there was a yard stuff there. This is CP Franklin, by the way. Oops. Probably named for some sort of Franklin Street or whatever. And more CP Franklin. Sorry. At the time, so Caltrain sort of did a major issue set between Santa Clara and San Jose, putting their shop, relocating their shop complex. They used to have kind of a ramshackle shop around the station area, kind of like, oh, this trains are serviced in the station. And I sort of got in there just at the tail end of that being a thing. I don't know what track that is there, though. I should look. Note 2. Oh, in service on 2 and 3 tracks only. Oh, this is an old thing. Okay. So that's the start of track 3, I believe. Caltrain appears. I don't think it's the 3 would be on the other side, wouldn't it? Probably. Yeah. Oh no, it is on that 1, 2, 3. I was just about to say that Caltrain did the weird. So up here it's 3, 1, 2. So they switch it. They switch what's going on in this area. Yeah, you can see the engine house used to be down in the station area. And their storage yard was too. They wanted to move the station area so they could put more platforms. So the Diridon station only came with 3 platforms and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tracks. Now they have like 8 tracks. And here we have the northbound tracks 1 and 2 masts at CP Franklin. Looks like the whatever the yard there, it has had some more tracks at the time. Let's see. We can check what the yard situation is. There's that track 3, the 2 Caltrain meets. Yeah, they got 2 yard tracks, it seems. So this is the same as it was. That's it for our first set. We're going to be using slightly shorter sets today. And this will finish things up. See if we have anybody actually in the chat now. I had a friend who said he'd be here, but maybe I told him it was going to be an hour earlier. Hope we didn't get the time confused. So yeah, here's the new shop complex under construction. And all of these, of course, are gone. This is stock CP Stockton. If we go to the thing here and look up Stockton, I'm pretty sure that this vanishes. Oh, it was there for a while. Almost all the remaining Southern Pacific stuff's gone now. I'm pretty sure that's the case. Yeah, I'm not seeing Southern Pacific there. Stockton, I think, is next to the College Park Station. I think the College Park's only open for Only open for special occasions. You got this guy. There it is. Now that's interesting. It looks like they have something with LED searchlights on that. This is from 2024, so this is from last year. That's going to be a go, no go, blinking one. But those actually looks like they could be whatever, searchlights there. Wow. 2019 they were there. The old signals. 2020. And it looks like they put searchlights on that. I have to look at that Caltrain video on how that's working. Wow, that's neat. I wasn't expecting that. Is there any other place I can get a view on that? Oh, the middles just might not. I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. That's like a super stack of scallop shells. Maybe they cannibalized the original ones. Those have to be with a cover on only two of them. Those gotta be searchlights. A modern LED interpretation of a searchlight. But we'll see. I'll look into that anyway. This is CP Stockton. And then we have this one was sort of, you can see is going to service. And look, there's one of those other weirdo hybrid ones with a unilens. I want to capture everything in this frame. So we have the... So the question is what was this track here? What is this signal for? I think that's my signal. See, that's a new switch they're putting in. That's why they had to move it. What's also interesting is that they got rid of this. This was ripped out. So it looks like that sort of track 3 is no longer signaled. That's strange. Or maybe they got rid of that. They got rid of that connector. Weird. What's going? Oh no, they put a mast in right there. Don't know why they would have moved the signal up. Maybe something to do with the PTC. We can probably go in and see when they did that. Oh, this was a while ago, I assume. 2015? Yeah, this was almost immediately. They did that. They moved that signal location. All right. I should look up that Caltrain College Park station. weekday only. Served. It's rush hour only station. So this is going to be the track 2. At some point I'm just running out of room there. Cool. Oh yeah, see that's neat. Unilens, I don't know what they're doing with that. There we go. And finally, we have the new, for this time, signal at CP Stockton. Now, when I did this for my first Caltrain, I don't know if I got a photo of this or not. Yeah, you might be able to see, but that's a good question. We'll find out. Yes, that was new in that was new previously. Track 1 clear. Oops. Oh, wait. That's strange. Oh. I hadn't resized that. Go. And next. Ah, crap. Sorry about that. Hey, what? Oh. Screwed that one up. Okay, sorry about that. The thing crashed and I loaded the wrong files because this stuff is still sorted by the timestamps are inconsistent. So I have to go by file names. So I guess that's tracks 1, 2, 3, or 4. I don't know what the heck is going on here. There we go. And finally, we can see the new maintenance base for Caltrain. I think this is like their car washing facility. I didn't use that photo? I don't know. Alright, looking good. And here we have the new shops. And finally, we are at CP Julian. This is the main interlocking. Wait, is this accurate? I don't think this is accurate. I think there were 2 interlockings there, and they changed names. Like one of the yeah. See, this is one that's still operated by Amtrak. So there's like a new, there's a CP Shark in here somewhere, and it was originally all Julian, and then when they did the thing, they put in a new interlocking. So I just got to figure out, yeah, CP Shark. The Shark is named for the San Jose Sharks playing at the stadium there. So all of this used to be Julian, and then Shark replaced half of it. So I get to make a correction here, which is I get to correct this. As in, I'm correcting the historical wrong of mislabeling it. I'm not correcting it from anything I did today. You can see the dirt on the windows. We're going slower, so I don't have to zoom out as much. But now the dirt is showing. It's the reason I zoom in on a lot of these ones. Here's the yard lead switch plus derail. I don't know their numbering scheme. I might be able to see the number on that. 1A makes sense. I guess the other one would be the 1B derail. What line is that for? Is that for the spur track or is that for the main line? Well, let's look through my Julian stuff. which I have a lot of, but I was misleading a lot of it as shark. There you go. Okay, that's going to be the Y track there. That's a connection with the Warm Spring sub. And that's the end of this second set here. Sorry for that having the crash. A little annoying, but recovered. Should be the only one. They only happen infrequently. Are these in order? 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Yeah. Alright, let's see if there's... If I've lost all the crowds here. Nope, not everybody. We've got still a couple people hanging in there. Those will be nice. Finally get some equipment. Yeah, see, there's the CP Julian, but stuff north of here was CP Shark. Actually, I'm wondering when this switched, because I know that it did. I know that I have CP Shark stuff. Yeah, here we go. Huh. Yeah, I'm just going to keep this as Shark. Like, I'm sure that at some point it was swapped, but I just don't know when. So this will be northbound track 1 mast, I assume, under the Shark thing. Don't know what switch that is. I could look. I can always look. That's 5. Oh, that's the Warm Springs. Wait, no. That's the Warm Springs switch, and that's another one in front of it. So if I close these out, I don't need those. They tell me what switches those are? No. That's 5. Oh, that's got to be 3 then. So it's 1. I don't know what that one would be then. 3, 5. See, they can't both be 3. I don't know, whatever. That'd be 3B switch. And Caltrain 914 here at CP Shark. Heading out with its local. Because this is, again, probably... might have been a Monday. This might have been a Monday, but still, the service would have been pretty miserable. Hourly locals midday. And the next one. I'll pair him with that. So it's this plus that. There you go. So maybe this was CP Julian. It hadn't been sharked yet. So it looks like it hadn't been resignaled yet, so I guess I'll switch it from Shark to Julian. It's a little confusing, but it works. And then we have the famous intermediate signal bridge, which again I'm pretty sure has been ruined with non-SP signals. And I think, are those approach boards or what? The maintenance away stop boards there. I'll have to check. I have a thing for this. That is a... Oh, it's not there. Probably on here somewhere. There it is. It is... It looks like an approach board. Approach permanent. Oh, hey. I said 9:15 my time. I had to start an hour earlier today. I tried to tell you in the chat. I'm going through all the old CP Julian at San Jose. At some point, I know that they split it into Julian and Shark, but in 2007, it appears to just be Julian. I started at Santa Clara, if you're wondering where we started at. Here we have the 15 derail. I wish I had diagrams for all this, like track diagrams. So again, with the reason for a lot of these derails, this was used before they built the new maintenance yard. You saw them earlier constructing it. They would use the station tracks as a yard and servicing facility. I think there's some other. I forget what other railroads I've seen do that, like smaller commuter ones. Maybe Amtrak at Springfield, but I'm not entirely sure. And this is when so a lot of these unilenses, what they've been doing is they've been replacing the actual lamps with fixed red only LEDs. So you'll get a flashing red through the interlocking instead of a clear. It's slow speed anyway, so and then you go on. That's just due to the fact that the unilens system is dying. Is not super reliable. So that looks like track 1, track 2, or 1, 2, 3. So 1 to derail. So we're on track number 3. Yeah, so I guess the coast sub is temporarily suspended there, and it all becomes Caltrain, which I don't know what they call their line. I guess their main line or something. Here, we have Caltrain cab car number 114, one of the bomber coaches purchased for the Baby Bullet service. The speed of the Baby Bullet service again has not been matched because of the poor schedule. They basically got rid of the super expresses, unfortunately. This would be track. Not sure which one this would be. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That looks about right. If I'm there, 1, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, probably right. So I guess that's the same track 3 dwarf. I mean, I can see what I put back in the day. Oh, finish up set 3 there. Sorry, Brian. Like I said, I thought I told you in the message that it was 9 p.m. One second. Oh, maybe that wasn't the derail, because that looks like it was on the platform, but those are off the platform. Huh. Then I guess that would be for track number 5. Track 5, dwarf. Just some derail. There we go. That's track 2, 3, and 4, and then the signal bridge in the background. It was a pretty competent service in 2007. 2 to 2, 3, 4. Of course, Amtrak Capital Corridor does terminate here. Brian, do you know if Capital Corridor stops in Santa Clara? I didn't want to take time out to try to pin that down. This is track 1, 2, 3 southbound, plus this Capital Corridor train. Let's see if I can find a number on it. No, I don't see one. Oops. Oh, that's number 8301. Definitely backlit here today. There we go. Let's clean that up a little bit. Oh, it's 8304. Here we have the unilens. Wow, yeah, this is a very interesting thing. Like I said, they had this sort of station yard. So here we have the unilenses for tracks. So that's track 4, 5. That's not for 5. That's for 6. 6, 7, 8, 9, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Does that even work? Yes. Can I see the number on those coaches? 3863, 4009. That's gonna be gotta be a cab car. So it's 6 to 11. $38.63 plus 4009. They're far away. Beauty. I'm gonna just say that this is gonna be that 114 coach because that's what was there. The brake disc. And finally, we get some cool locomotives. UP number 1035. 1035 is it's an old St. Louis Southwestern, so Southern Pacific. That's going to be a GP60. It doesn't look like a GP60. Looks like a GP40 or 38. Let me try this again. Yeah, this is GP38-2. Built as a Seaboard Airline GP40. Interesting. I don't know why that was telling me it was something else. Probably just misread it. 1035 here at San Jose. Got it right there. Yeah, the gallery cars are in Peru. I got a lot of good. I mean, I went to the Bay occasionally. I wasn't there all the time. Here's a neat one. 1836. That appears to be a dash a B trucked dash 8. 1836. There it is. This is a... Oh, this is part of the rebuild. This has been retired, I know. We're gonna find what it is. It's a B40-8. Ooh. Retired in 2012. Boy, that's a shame. High horsepower, like super high horsepower, what do you call that? Well, I mean, it's effectively an Amtrak P42 or P40. But for freight, it's still neat seeing 4,000 horsepower packed into a BB configuration. Now, if you all didn't see it when I flashed it ahead of time, the next bits really made it special. We have a Rio Grande unit. Looks like another Jeep of some sort, 1351. Oops, no, 13, 15, 51. Yep, this is a former GP. It's currently a GP40N. This would be a GP40N today, but a GP40-2. Yep, still that same. I need to find its Rio Grande number. It would be 3096, I believe. I try to keep, if it's painted in the original thing, I try to keep the the original number if it's in original paint. I'm sure I've seen another. I think I've seen other Rio Grande locomotives, but I think this is the only one I saw personally. By person, I mean sort of like on the ground. That's not in a museum or flying by an Amtrak train. Plus, what, 1035? Oh, this is a nice one. Look at this. Taking the diverging approach signal. Man, how am I gonna deal with this? All right, let's get this going there. That. Oops. Track 2 diverging approach. Well, that was worth the price of admission, definitely on that trip. And that's also the last photo I have in the set. So there you go. There's a great way to end with that thing. Sorry, Brian. Again, this will get posted shortly. No. So is that the one in Clara Tower? Because I know that I mentioned Clara Tower is there. I know it's preserved. I've poked around, but I don't know. Like I'm never there for like long enough to go to the hours and stuff. Anyway, thank you all for this whole 3-part series. I will be. I don't have too much more in 2007. I do have some stuff on the Port Road, which is going to be my goal for Christmas this year. I am starting 2008. I have a two-part set on the T3rd in San Francisco, and that just opened. So, yep, it does not have a lot of Caltrain. It just has the T3rd on it. Although it has some cool Bayshore stuff, and the smattering of Muni. So at some point, if people are feeling like they want more San Francisco, we can hit the T3rd stuff. All right. Anyway, let me see if I missed anybody's questions. Anybody questions? Don't see anyway. Thank you so much for joining. Sorry about the late. I guess it got going, but sorry for the late start. Well, I mean, the late start helped you, but sorry for the different time this week. I am going to New York City tomorrow. I got to be up at an early hour to make a 3-seat ride. That's going to take 3 hours to go to New York. So I didn't want to risk it, and I got some stuff to do. So I'm going to head out now. Thank you so much, and I hope that you have a wonderful Labor Day. Have a great time.